And speaking of how police responds, over-policing is a problem in the US sometimes. Brazil rather, has it too. If you thought the American police were brutal, wait till you see this one. This is from northeast Brazil, where the police grabbed a black man. He's said to have suffered from schizophrenia. They first pinned him to the ground, then they shoved him into their trunk, the trunk of their car, and they left a tear gas shell inside. The man suffocated to death inside an improvised gas chamber. Before we play this report for you, we'd like to warn our viewers the pictures are disturbing. We advise viewer discretion.
This video has shaken up Brazil. These are police officers. They have pinned a black man on a road in Sergipe. After a cut, a police car appears. The white smoke is tear gas. The same man is inside the car. He was trapped by the cops. He later died due to suffocation. The victim's name is Genivaldo de Jesus Santos. He suffered from schizophrenia. He had committed no crime. Santos was just riding his bike on these streets. That's when he was approached by the police. Santos's nephew witnessed his death. He tried telling the police about his uncle's illness, but they still continued to torture him. This brutality might shock the world, but the police in Brazil have a reputation for it. They are notorious for warlike raids. In fact, they are encouraged to conduct such operations. On Tuesday alone, 21 people died in a police operation in Rio de Janeiro. It was one of the deadliest raids in recent years. But for Brazil's police, this is a common affair. Brazil's black population is disproportionately targeted in such operations. In 2020, the police killed over 6,000 people in Brazil. Almost 80% of the victims were black. The police often end up getting away with such operations. They are defending their unjustifiable actions in Sergipe too. In their statement, the police blamed the victim. They say Santos displayed aggressive behavior. He was actively resisting the officers. And the police used instruments of lesser offensive potential to contain Santos. The black community is now up in arms. Violent protests have broken out. Just before the funeral of Santos, the locals staged a protest. They set tires on fire. Politicians are expressing their outrage too. One of them took to Twitter. She called Brazil an extermination camp and termed the death of Santos an execution. Brazil's President Jair Bolsonaro has responded too. He says he will find out what happened. Bolsonaro had once said police should gun down suspects like cockroaches. He has endorsed the culture of police brutality in the past. However, there are few who expect him to act this time around.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.